care about anything else. They just want to know why. So what am I supposed to go and tell them? What am I supposed to do? Okay? Because
I'm just wondering, the question you're asking, why? What happened? Why did I come up here? Why did something happen to my mom?
And that's what I'm asking. Why?
She had a lot of medical conditions.
Okay, this is not a medical condition. You know that. It's not a medical condition at all. Okay? All your friends and family.
Please.
If I can't go home,
please tell me.
Listen to me. If I can't go home and tell them why this happened, that's all I want to know. If I can't go home and tell them that, guess what? They're going to wonder the rest of their life. It's going to hurt them.
Please tell me she did not commit suicide. She had bipolar.
Okay, we're not going to get off on that track. We're not getting off on that track, okay? You know what happened.
No, I don't.
You do know what happened. You were there, okay?
Wait, no.
Yes, you were. You were there.
I wasn't there.
Okay.
I told you I got kicked out.
You're leaving stuff out. You know something, and you're afraid. You're scared.
I am afraid, and I am scared because I don't know what's
going on. So has somebody threatened you?
What do you mean threatened?
What do you think a threat is? What do you consider a threat?
I'm gonna kill.
Somebody ever said that to you?
No.
Yes, they have.
No.
And I know who told you that.
Nobody's ever said it to me.
So you're telling me you've never been threatened?
Well, once by a stranger at Walmart.
Okay, I'm talking more recently.
But no.
Okay. How far are you going to let this snowball get? How big are you going to let this snowball get before it just explodes? You want to let it get just so big, so huge, that even your family and friends won't ever talk to you again?
No, of course not.
Because right now, all your family and friends, every one of them, they're there. They're still supporting you.
Of course.
You know why? Because they love you.
No,
and I've even had some of them tell me that they love you. They said, Mr. Hancock, when you go talk to her, tell her I love her. Tell her that I care about her and I still love her. I said, you know what? I will tell her that. I will tell her that you still love her. But guess what? I can't do that because they asked something else of me too.
What?
They asked me why. And I told them, I said, you know what? I said, this girl sounds like a smart girl. This girl sounds like a girl that, she's going to be honest with me when I go in there and talk to her. She's going to tell me why. And then I can come back and tell you people this. And they said, good. Because we love her. Totally love her. So I'm telling you that your family and friends love you. And I'll tell you who they are. But we've got to get to a certain point before we can get on with that. And I know you want to hear that. I know you do. I know you, sweetheart. I know you love your mom. I have no doubt that you love your mom. Good. Listen to me, okay? I know you love your mom. And don't you think your mom loves you? Don't you think your mom just is worried about you? Loves you? Okay? But we gotta get down to the bottom of why. Okay?
I honestly didn't do anything to my mama.
Who did? Who did?
I don't know.
Do we want to go back to square one? You don't want to do that. We're too far into this. You don't want to go back to square one. How can I go back and tell all your loved ones and your friends that you love them and you told Mr. Hancock why this happened? Because I go back and I tell them, hey guys, I can't tell you why. They're gonna be sad. There's so many of them that protect you and want to protect you. And all of them have told me this. Everybody I've talked to says, tell her we love her. Tell her we care about her.
I know.
Tell her we'll stick up for her. But you know what? Guess what? Every one of those people asked me, why did this happen? And I said, you know what? I said, I'll talk to her. I said, she knows why. Okay? And you do. And you know why. Just because we do bad things doesn't mean that other people don't love us. Doesn't mean that your mom doesn't love you.
Look, I'm gonna tell you this, but please don't think I did it because I did anything to my mom, because I didn't. Look, Nick and my mom didn't get along very good.
Okay.
But that's all I know.
Okay. So why do you think Nick did this?
I didn't say he did.
Sweetheart, I already know. I've already talked to people. Okay. And right now,
He said he hated my mom, but because my mom didn't want us to be together. But I was getting on my mom's nerves. Her nerve medicine was running out. Her patience was getting very thin for me, sticking up for him every time.
good job, proud of you. You did a good job.
And so she asked me to stay away from him, and I promised her I would.
Okay.
And
And then what
but then
happened?
she just said, well, if you want to go, go. I
Okay.
guess out of love she did that.
Okay.
Because she wanted me to be happy.
So why did this happen to your mom? What was the reason for it?
I don't know. All I know is that
Why didn't it hurt her? Sweetheart, what was his reason behind this? And we're back to that why.
I can't see why. He knows I love my mom. He knows that she's the most important thing to me.
So why do you think he did this to her?
He only said something to me that he said that it's us against the world and that he's gonna protect me no matter what, and that we were gonna get married and everything and nothing was gonna stop us.
Okay, even your mom. So he took care of that, didn't he?
What do you mean? I don't think he would ever hurt her. I mean, he's very sweet. He's very kind. I mean, he doesn't like police that much. He's kind of a radicalist, I guess you would call it.
Okay.
But,
Sweetheart, your mom loves you very much. So we're not going to go off on what Nick believes and what he doesn't believe. Okay?
okay.
But we're going to start talking about why Nick did this to your mom. And you know why he did this. Don't let your friends down. Don't let those ones that still are there and got your back and still love you. Don't let them down. Don't do that to them. Because every one of them still love you. Let's not do that to them. I don't want to do that to
I
them.
honestly would never hurt my mom, but I'm not.
But why did Nick hurt her? Now's the time to be truthful, sweetheart. No more lies.
The only reason I could think of is because he wanted me to himself.
Okay.
Because my mom kept on getting in the way of us being together.
Sure she did. She didn't like Nick.
Mm.
She didn't want her little baby girl to grow up. She wanted to keep her little baby girl young, didn't she?
She said that there was something dangerous about him. She had a way of reading people.
Okay.
And she said that he seemed like the head in a closet type of person, the kind that murders and kills, and
Your mom was right.
Jeffrey Dahmer kind of person.
You think your mom was right? You know your mom was right. You hit it right on the nail on the head, sweetheart. You know your mom was right when she said that. You should know what? Okay. And how should you have listened to her?
I should have broke up with him.
Okay. Did you try to stop him? Was he too strong?
He was very strong.
Was it hard for you to try to stop him? It was very hard for you to try to stop him, wasn't it? He's too strong, wasn't he? Yeah, I see that. Look at me. Did you try to stop him? Okay. Hey, I'm proud of you. Look at me. I'm very proud of you for that. Okay, this is about to step in my direction. Okay. How did you try to stop him? Did you try to pull the knife away from him? Was that a yes? I can't guess with your nodding, so that's why I'm asking you. It looks like you're shaking your head up and down. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. What did he do with the knife after all this was done?
I'm sorry that I lied to you from the beginning. I'll tell you the truth all now.
Okay. Good. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I love him so much, but maybe he can get help now.
Okay.
For his silent ways.
Maybe he can.
He killed my mom.
He killed your mom.
Yes, I know it.
How did he do that?
He was supposed to come and visit me.
Okay.
And I thought we were gonna go outside and we're just gonna sit together for a while on the porch. And
Out at your mom's house?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he came inside and he started walking to my mom's room, and I told him that he needed to go outside. We need to go outside.
What was your mom doing at that point? Was she asleep?
She was asleep, and I got up to use the restroom. And at that point, he had put me in the bathroom, and he had locked the door.
Okay.
And he went to my mom's room, and I heard her cry. I heard him scream for my name.
You heard your mom crying. You heard your mom crying, and you heard your mom calling out your name.
Mm-hmm. And he was screaming.
She was screaming.
And
I'm proud of you, sweetheart.
and he opened the door, and he was covered with his hands and blood, and he had cut himself with his finger.
You know if it was his left hand or his right hand?
It was, oh gosh, it was this hand.
Okay.
And what happened was, I had, he commanded me to clean him up.
Okay.
And
How did you do that?
I cleaned things up with wet wipes and
With like what kind of wipes?
baby wipes.
Baby wipes? Okay. What did you do with those baby wipes?
I threw it
Like in the bathroom trash or
in the garbage.
in the garbage? Okay. Is that
Because you don't know how he is.
okay?
You don't know how he is.
I know.
You
I know.
don't know how he is.
Listen to me. Go ahead with your story, okay? You're doing good.
And I was in shock. And then he took me to my bedroom. And he made me take off all my toys off the bed.
So he made you take all your toys off your bed? Okay.
And he raped me.
Then he raped you?
And then after he was finished, he made me grab my bag. And,
Grab your bag?
my bag to pack stuff.
Okay. What was in the backpack?
Stuff like soap and things. Clothes. He picked out clothes for me.
Okay. What did the backpack look like?
It's a black backpack that says Faith Book.
Faith Book on it? Mm-hmm. Black backpack? Okay.
And a pink suitcase.
A pink suitcase?
And he put my clothes in there. And after that, we called a taxi.
Okay.
And
do you remember what taxi company it was?
It's Springfield. Yellow cab.
Yellow cab? Okay, alright.
And I know that helping him clean up was wrong. But he said I had to, and he grabbed me by the throat, and he said I had to.
Okay.
And so that's why I did it. And we took a cab back to his hotel.
Where was the hotel at?
The Days Inn on Kentwood Avenue.
Kentwood.
North Kentwood.
Okay. So over by Glenstone Avenue? Okay.
It's like by the Cracker Barrel.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And we stayed there and until we can get a Greyhound bus. But the Greyhound bus that he was going to take to go back to Wisconsin, it was too full for me. So, and he told them my name was Bella Godeshon.
Okay.
So they couldn't track me. And so we took the Greyhound bus and we came here where we stayed for a few days at his parents' house.
Okay. Why are you wearing a wig?
Because my hair is fully grown out and he didn't want people to recognize me.
Okay. Where's that wig at now?
Back at his house. All my stuff is at his
Here.
house.
Here
In Big Bend.
Oh, in Big Bend? Okay.
And I have money there. I have my social security cards there. I have an extra feeding tube there.
Okay. So you got all that extra stuff there?
Yeah,
okay.
Important things that I have to get back.
Okay.
What's going to happen to me, sir?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, and we'll talk about that, okay? I want to get a few more things out of the way, okay? You said that when you were in the house, you guys were supposed to go outside. Had him and your mom, what was him and your mom arguing previously?
She didn't know he was there.
Okay, so she had no idea he was there.
No.
Had they argued or anything before? Or, why did he? And we're back to that question of why. And I want you to tell me why he did this.
I know why.
Okay.
On the phone, they had an argument. I wanted them to get along so bad. And, I invited him to come in March to see Cinderella with me. The movie.
This past March? Okay.
The movie Cinderella. And anyway, unfortunately it hurt my mom's feelings because I paid more attention to him than her.
Okay.
And, anyway, she didn't like him from then on. And I called him to try to talk to him. And, he told me, she had talked to him for a little while and was like, "You're not good enough for my daughter. You're a creepy guy, and it's creepy that you were hitting on my daughter whenever we're going to a family movie." And, he doesn't like his name to be dragged through the mud. And
is that something he's told you, or words that he's used, or okay? So he told you he didn't like his name being dragged through the mud by your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he said that it was his way of getting justice or revenge.
Okay. Do you know what he meant by getting justice or revenge? You know what he meant by that? What did he tell you?
He just said that she had bad talked him, that she deserved it.
And he says, did he say she deserves it? Or did he say she deserves something else or something different?
Well, he said that
you
he
can
would
use whatever word you want, you're not in trouble.
He said he would have done way worse if he didn't care about me. He said he wanted to originally rape her too.
Okay. Did you go in and see your mom?
No. I didn't want to. No.
doesn't make it any easier, but I'm proud of you. Can you describe the knife to me?
It's sharp.
Would it be like a folding knife, a switchblade, a butterfly, or something different?
It was a long knife.
A long
That's all
knife.
That's all I know.
Would it unfold, or would it fold up, or something different?
I don't think it folded.
Okay. Think it was just a knife with a handle, or something different?
It looked like just a handle.
Do you know where he got that at? Wasn't from the kitchen at your guys' house?
I'm not really certain.
Do you know what he did with the knife after all this?
No.
Are you positive?
Sir, I loved my mom so much.
I can tell you did.
I would have known. And I don't
If you would have known this was going to happen, you would have never went with him. When you say went with him, what do you mean by that?
I would have never gotten involved with him. I would have.
Never had a relationship with him? Okay.
We've been in a relationship for 2 years and 7 months. And in that time, his exes have told me that he's very controlling. And he's into that thing, BDSM, the fetish thing.
That's a sexual thing? Okay.
And I agreed to it, I guess. And I guess I saw nothing wrong with him being a little controlling.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine.
Did anything ever happen here when you were in this state? Sexually, I mean, was all the sex that you had here in this state, was it consensual?
It was consensual.
Consensual, okay. But in Missouri, there was he forced himself on you. And when did that happen?
After he killed my
After he killed your mom. How did that make you feel?
horrible because of her.
Okay. Where'd you guys have sex at?
After what happened in my bedroom,
Okay.
we went back to the hotel, and he kept telling me that everything was going to be okay, and everything that he did was for me, because he worships me,
Okay.
and he wanted us to be together.
He wants you guys to be together, told you everything would be fine. What did you think that he meant when he said that?
I thought he said he wanted to marry me.
Okay. How did that make you feel when he told you that?
Happy.
Sure.
Because we talked about getting married before.
But you knew your mom was dead at that time. Is that correct or not?
That is correct.
That's correct. Okay.
I wanted to protect him. At the same time, I don't want to go to jail.
Okay.
Because I didn't do anything wrong.
This is why, from the very beginning, when I talked to you, that I said your involvement in this, and you need to tell me, okay? Because I don't want you lying to me. I don't want you leaving stuff out. Okay. What was he wearing that night that happened?
A scary shirt. It was black and it had clowns on it. Scary clowns.
Scary clowns, black shirt. Okay. Can you describe any other clothing that he might have been wearing?
A hoodie, a black hoodie.
Black hoodie.
And black pants.
Black pants. Okay. What about his shoes?
He wears the same shoes.
Do you remember what color those were?
Like an off-white. He only has, I think, one pair.
Okay.
So
Does he still have those?
if he's wearing them right now, he's wearing them.
Do you know if he has those pair at the house here in this state?
They probably are.
So the ones that he killed your mom he was wearing, he probably had here at the house that he was living in. Okay. Anything else that he was wearing? Ball cap or hoodies or anything like that? Nothing?
Yes.
Okay. So you never went in the bedroom?
No, sir.
And you said that he had locked you in the bathroom? Describe how that happened.
As I was going towards my mom's room, because I was coming like here, and it's a hallway. And I was like, where are you going? And he put me in the bathroom. He closed the door, and but first he locked the door in the way that it locked itself.
Were you inside the bathroom when you
I was
locked it?
inside the bathroom.
Okay.
And
And
then,
so you can lock it from the outside?
no, he put it like to lock inside, and then he closed it.
So the lock was on the inside
The
where
lock
you were
was
at?
in the inside.
Okay, so how come you never unlocked it and it came out?
I never thought about it.
And
And
at that point, did you know what his intentions were?
not really, no.
You didn't know what his intentions were with your mom?
I was kind of afraid of him, so I thought I'd give him time to cool off, I guess. And then I heard all the screaming, and I was so scared that I just covered my ears. And I crawled up in a little corner.
Where were you at in the bathroom? You said you were curled up.
By the tub, like by the toilet. I was there.
What were you wearing that night?
I was wearing a white nightgown with flowers on it.
A white nightgown with flowers? Yeah, you're doing this. Did it have flowers on the top up here?
Flowers on the top.
Okay. Now, when you said nightgown, I'm not a girl, so I don't know what those things are. Can you kind of describe it a little better for me?
A long gown, long sleeves,
Okay.
white, and it was a soft material.
Soft material. Okay. Did you have panties or shorts or anything on?
No, I don't usually wear panties to bed.
Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit personal, okay? When you were in the bathroom and you heard your mom screaming, can you kind of describe that to me? If you can, try to start from the beginning, the middle to the end.
I heard her wake up, kind of moaning, and I heard her scream,
You heard her moan, and then you heard her scream.
and
Can you describe her scream to me? I know that's an awkward question, but
startled,
okay.
and then she kept screaming louder and louder, and then she had said, "Gypsy, Gypsy," and
He isn't who?
Gypsy, my name. She was calling for my
She,
name.
your mom. Okay.
And I think I knew what he was doing.
At that point, you knew what he was doing,
I knew what he was doing, but
and your mom was hollering at you for you.
I was too afraid to go because I was afraid he'd do the same to me.
So would it be safe that you kind of knew what he was going in there to do when he locked you in the bathroom? Okay. Did he tell you kind of what he was going to do? Did he make a comment or any kind?
No.
Okay.
But while he was doing it,
Now you say doing it. I can't guess. Part of my job is not to guess, so.
killing her,
Okay.
he said a comment. You won't keep us apart. You won't keep us apart. You'll be dead before that happens.
Where were you standing at? Where was he at whenever he said that?
I was in the bathroom with my hands over my ears like
Okay.
this, and he was in my mom's bedroom.
And that's when he was making that comment. You're not going to stand between me and her. Okay. How'd you get these stuff on your neck? How'd you get all that?
They're hickeys.
They're just hickeys? Okay. How'd you get this?
That is a hickey, and that one's a bruise.
Okay.
And then
You're telling me this is a hickey? You've been honest with me this whole time now. Don't start lying to me now. What is this and how did you get it? I'm a guy. I would never give a girl a hickey on her arm. Okay? How'd you get that bruise? Look at me. At what point did he grab your arm?
He kept on grabbing me to bring me around the house. And he made me clean up the drops of blood.
Okay. Describe that to me.
He forced me to be naked while I was doing it.
Okay.
So, he went into the kitchen and he asked if we had any carpet washing stuff.
Okay. What was, do you know the name of it or what did it look like? Can you describe it to me?
Just this one was carpet odor remover. We didn't have any stain remover.
Was it in a bottle?
It was in a reddish maroon bottle.
Okay.
And he grabbed my arm like this and said, "Clean it up."
Now, where were you at when he did that? What part of the house were you at?
The drops of blood went from my mom's bedroom all the way to the hall, into the dining room, to the kitchen. And he made me clean up each drop.
Good.
And he wanted a drink of water. So, he said he couldn't touch any of the cups. So grab him a cup, get him some water, and he made me give him a drink of water.
Okay. What were you using to clean up the blood? Was it like a washcloth, a towel, or something different?
Scott towel.
Scott towel. Was it something your mom had in the house? Okay. What did you do with those towels?
We threw it in the garbage.
The garbage. Okay. Where's that garbage at now?
They took it out.
Okay. Where did they take it out to? Like the street, or did they take it somewhere in a car and take it, or something different?
The trash usually passes on a Thursday morning.
Your guys' trash comes on Thursday morning.
So we put it out on the curb.
Okay. When did he kill your mom?
On the night. The night of the night.
The night of the 9th? Do you know what day that was?
I can't remember the name of the day. I'm sorry.
How come you can remember the night, but you don't remember the day? Can you kind of explain that to me?
Because I remember we were planning to sneak outside and see each other.
And you remember it was the 9th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Anything else you need to tell me? Anything else you're leaving out? It's your last opportunity.
No, sir. That's it.
Nothing about you?
I didn't do anything wrong.
You never killed your mom?
No.
Never touched her with a knife?
No, never did, sir.
You never agreed? Told him that you knew he was going to kill her?
No. I never...
What do you think he's going to tell me?
He's going to tell you that I came here just to see him and that he didn't do it. But...
So he's not going to tell me that you had any part of this?
Honestly, I don't know what he's going to say.
Okay, I'm asking you direct and straight.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think he's going to tell me that you had anything to do with your mom's killing? And this is the time to be honest, because like I told you, walk out that door.
He has a romantic notion of us doing everything together as a team, but I didn't want this. I wanted my mom and him to...
So did you kill your mom?
No, sir.
Did you help
No, sir.
Nicholas kill your mom?
No, sir. No, sir.
Did you have knowledge that Nicholas was going to kill your mom before he did it?
No, sir.
Okay. Sit tight for me, okay? little unclear on. What color was the wig that you had? That wig that you were wearing, what color was that?
Black.
Black. Okay. Was that your wig or whose wig was that? Did you somebody play dress up in or something or what? Okay. Does your mom normally, does she sleep naked, or does she?
No.
Usually, what does she usually wear to bed?
Nightgowns, but they're sleeveless.
Okay. Do you know, was she wearing anything that night that she went to bed?
A blue nightgown.
A blue nightgown? Okay. The droplets of blood in the house. And you said that you were cleaning them up from where in the house?
From, they went in the hall.
The hallway?
Nick wouldn't let me in my mom's bedroom.
Okay.
So, they went from the hall to the kitchen.
From the hall to the kitchen. Now, are those the blood droplets that you were trying to clean up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the stuff that you were cleaning them up with, you said that it was it in a spray bottle or a glass bottle or something different?
It was in like one of those jugs.
Like a jug?
Like a jug.
Okay, was it say it had a handle on it or didn't have a handle or something? Had a handle on it? Okay. And what color was it again?
Maroon.
Maroon?
It's in the kitchen. I can tell you where it's at. It's by the back door.
By the back door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What, did it have any wordings or anything on it or not have anything wordings on it or something different?
Bissell, I think it's for pet odor.
Bissell pet odor?
Yeah.
Okay. When you guys left your mom's house, and you said that you had called, you said Yellow Cab.
He called Yellow Cab from his cell phone.
From his cell phone. Okay. Where's his cell phone at right now? Is it at the house here?
I think so. I doubt he was able to take it with him.
Okay. What color was that cell phone? Do you know the brand of it or anything?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Okay. What color was it? Do you remember?
Black.
Black. Okay. So he calls Springfield Yellow Cab.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of explain to me that process there. You guys, Yellow Cab obviously shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And can you kind of start from there, from the beginning, middle?
And we got into the Yellow Cab, and we told them to go to the hotel, and we went to the hotel. He only paid for his stay, and I was able to just sneak in the room with him.
So explain that to me. How did you sneak in the room? Were you over
me
by Waffle House or something, or and then come into the room?
I just waited right outside.
Like outside,
like the office where you would normally check in.
Of the motel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I just went in his room.
Okay. Did you guys go anywhere after that?
We went to Waffle House and we tried to eat, but I forgot that I was on it.
Okay.
And I started to drink some chocolate milk, but then I got sick.
Okay. All right. So you ate at the Waffle House there, right next to the Days Inn. It's in the same parking lot. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then where did you go after you guys ate?
We went back to the hotel to lay down because I wasn't feeling good. I felt dizzy and my stomach felt bad.
Okay. So you guys laid down. Approximately how long do you think you guys slept?
Probably about 5 hours.
About 5 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. After you slept for 5 hours, then what did you guys do? Did you get up and go anywhere?
We stayed at the hotel the whole time, really.
Okay. So, you stayed at the hotel for a while, and then how did you wind up? Now we kind of need to know, you stayed at the hotel, what day did you leave the hotel, and how did you get from the hotel to wherever you went to get to here?
We were supposed to take a Greyhound bus. His bus was scheduled for to leave on the 11th at 6:13. But whenever we got all our stuff packed and everything, we tried to go to the Greyhound station, and all the tickets were sold out.
How did you get from the hotel to the Greyhound station?
Taxi. We used the taxi the whole time.
The same one?
Same taxi service, but different driver.
So Springfield Yellow Cab?
Right.
Okay. So you got a cab from the hotel to Greyhound. Mm-hmm. Did they drop you off and leave?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you went in there.
We went in there and we were going to purchase my ticket, but unfortunately they were sold out.
Okay.
So they said, that they just fixed our tickets for the morning after.
Okay.
And that was at 7:30.
7:30 at night or in the morning?
In the morning.
In the morning. Do you remember what day that was?
On the 12th.
On the 12th. Okay. So your mom died on the 9th. And you had 10th, 11th, and 12th. So we're missing a couple of days in there. What did you guys do for those couple of days?
Stayed at the hotel.
Okay. Did you guys go to Walmart or anything?
He went to Walmart to get us something to drink.
Okay.
And on the last day, he went to Walmart to buy condoms.
Okay. All right. So anywhere else that you guys went together, or was it just him that was leaving out, or something different?
That was it.
Okay. So he was the only one leaving. You were staying at the hotel.
I wasn't staying at the hotel. We both went to Walmart together, but I waited outside.
Okay. So you went to Walmart together, walked up there, rode up there, or what?
We took a cab there, and I waited outside with our luggage because he didn't want our luggage to be by itself.
And you went from there to the Greyhound bus station?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what were you wearing?
I haven't changed my clothes since then, so this.
Okay, so that's what you were wearing today. And did you have a wig on at that point? Anything else on your face?
No, sir.
Okay.
Monday.com is the best AI for work, and here's why. Let me show you some of the mind-blowing things thousands of companies are already doing with Monday.com's AI.
I'm wearing the same shoes, same everything.
Okay. All right.
I even told him that my thoughts of life with him would be a bit different, and this is not how I wanted it to be. And he has a way about him that he can make you feel comfortable in any situation. And I never felt like I was in any danger when I got to Wisconsin, because I know that he loves me and he would do anything for me and to be with me. But I know that there's this, he called it his evil side. He needs to get rid of that side, because that's no way to live. You live a righteous life. You live a good life. He even made me leave behind my cross, because he believes his own religion, I guess.
Okay. When you guys went to the Greyhound bus station, tickets were bought out, where'd you guys go from there? Did you guys stay the night somewhere?
After they couldn't get me on the bus, we went back to the hotel, stayed another night at the hotel.
And what day was that?
The 11th. We were supposed to leave on the 11th, but bus, I couldn't get on it, so we stayed another night.
So you stayed the 11th?
Mm-hmm.
And into the 12th? Was that safe to say?
No, we were traveling on the 12th, so
Traveling on the 12th?
we got on the Greyhound bus at 7 o'clock.
On the 12th?
On the 12th in the morning. And we were on a Greyhound bus from Springfield to St. Louis to Chicago, then Chicago to Milwaukee, and then his mom came pick us up late at night. I think it was at 2 a.m.
Off of the Greyhound bus?
Off of the Greyhound bus. So she met us at the Milwaukee bus station at around 2 a.m. On, I guess, technically the 13th.
Okay. All right, give me just a few more minutes, okay? Be right with you, okay? Sometimes I gotta step out, clear my head, think, make sure there's not any other questions I have for you. Did the cab come to the house? Did he call the cab to the house?
Sir.
Okay. Did the cab pull up in front of the house, or did you guys have to walk and go get to it, or something different?
It pulled in the driveway.
Pulled in the driveway of your mom's house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said you guys met on a website?
Yeah, on a, it was called ChristianDatingForFree.com.
Christian
datingforfree.com.
Datingforfree.com. Okay. And did you make a profile on there and he had a profile on there, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's how you guys met?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we just stayed in touch. And we ended up, I told him that my mom was a bit protective and she's a bit hard to, please, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted him to make a good impression on her.
Sure.
So I sent him some formal clothes, like a nice shirt like that and a nice pants.
Right.
And so they can meet up so he can at least make a good impression. So, and I guess my mom just saw right through all the falseness and everything, and she's like, he's dangerous.
Okay. There's something else I had to ask you. And you don't know what happened to the knife? Did he have it in his hand whenever he opened up the bathroom door?
Yes, sir.
He did have it in his hand?
He had it in his hand, and he didn't want me to look. And, but he wanted me to clean up his blood from his cut.
Okay.
And so, I was able to clean him up. And, I put a Band-Aid on his finger.
Okay. Have you seen the Facebook posts that were out there? That was on Gypsy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who put those posts out there? You know the one I'm specifically talking about. The very first post. What did that post say?
Something really bad.
Okay, what was so bad? What was said?
I put it on there because I wanted someone to find my mom.
Okay. What did you put? What did you type on there?
I put what he had said to me, and he was happy about it.
Which was what?
That bitch is dead.
That bitch is dead? Is that what you just told me? Okay. So you put on your Facebook account, that bitch is dead. Okay.
I wanted someone to know that something was wrong. And I knew that my friends would all worry if that's not the way me and my mom talk.
Okay.
So, I was like, if I put that on there, they'll know something's wrong.
Okay. Where did you do that from?
From his house.
Okay. On a phone, a computer, a laptop, or what?
On, he has a computer, but, my little, I guess you could say phone, but usually I just use it to get Wi-Fi and play video games or something on.
So that's the phone that you typed that on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he knew about it, and I asked him if I could have permission to please, I need them to find my mom, and so she could have a proper burial.
Okay.
And I knew that it would get people's attention. Because we don't ever curse. And like, the first people were like, oh, they must be watching a movie. And I'm like, no, this is serious. Please, someone call the police.
Where's that phone at now that you typed that stuff on?
It's in my backpack.
In your backpack? And where's your backpack at?
At the house.
At the house in
Big Bend.
In Big Bend. Okay. There was another post, there was something else that was put on there.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
My mom got slashed and he raped me.
Okay.
And I know there was another one that says, the girl is dead too. He said to post that so they wouldn't come looking for me.
And who posted that?
Me.
You did that? Okay. On your own free will?
No.
You were told to put that on there?
Yes.
Now you said that first one.
The first one, I wanted to put on that one because I wanted someone to find my mom and know that something was wrong.
Okay. So is it safe to say that you put that on your own free will, that first one, but not the other ones? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I would never ever call my mom that, but yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Any other things that were posted on your Facebook?
That's about it.
That's about it. Okay.
I would like to ask some questions
Okay.
that I have.
Okay.
One, what is gonna happen to me?
Okay.
And two, am I gonna be sent back to Missouri? Can I get my luggage with money and my social security cards, my insurance card,
Okay.
and things like this?
Okay. The first question, I have no power or control over that because I'm not that person. I don't have that power and authority. Okay. That's still to be decided at this point. Okay. But I don't have that control, and I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep. Okay. As far as your personal property belongings and stuff, right now all that is part of an investigation. Okay. So it'll probably be retained for a period of time. Okay. All right. Okay. Give me just a little bit more time. Okay.
Welcome to 66 High Street in Guilford, Connecticut, an extraordinary real estate endeavor where
Stand up for me, okay? We'll take some photos of your. Nothing else happened in this state that we know other crimes or you guys didn't do anything. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, go ahead and stand up for me. Okay, I'll get a few close-ups, okay? Because you've got all those things on your neck there. Can you kind of pull your shirt down just a little bit? Not up, but right there on the collar. There you go, just like that. Thank you. Okay. I'll turn like this for me, okay? Is this from the hospital when you were in the hospital there? Okay. Roll up your sleeve just a little bit for me. Hold out your hands just like this together, just like that. Yep, there you go. Okay, hold your hands over. Hold them together for me. There you go, just like that. Do you have any other bruises anywhere? I don't want you to show any of your, don't show me any of your body parts, okay? How'd you get that?
He made me shave my legs and kneel on the ground and clean up the blood, so I think I got carpet burns.
See, it's carpet burn from just crawling around on the carpet when you were cleaning up the blood. Okay. Anything else anywhere else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You can cover it back up that blanket if you want.
Once the deputy's there, when she's gonna take you to the bathroom.
Thank you.
Please have a seat. Thanks. You doing all right, Gypsy?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, Gypsy. Sorry to have to wake you up. Talk to your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole lot of stuff you're leaving out, girl.
Like what?
Well, I'm not gonna get into it with you, okay? You're leaving a lot of stuff out that you need to probably tell me. You want to talk to me about it? Tell me about it.
Sure, I'll tell
Okay.
you. I'll tell you.
You planned this with him, okay? You didn't get locked in the bathroom, okay? I'm not stupid.
I know.
First of all, the lock's on this side, so you can't get locked in there.
I know.
Okay, you went in there because you brought that knife into the picture. You brought the idea into the picture.
I didn't bring the idea.
You did bring it into. You brought the whole thing in the idea,
No.
and he did it for you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He did. Okay, so the lies, they're done. I'm not gonna sit in here all night long.
No, I
Honest
won't
with you.
give you. I won't give you. Like, I did not think of this. I know that he has a evil side, and he did want to do it.
Okay, I understand that. I understand that.
He wanted to get rid of my mom.
Yeah, for you.
Yes, for me.
Yeah, because you asked him to.
He wanted to.
Yeah, because
and
you asked him to. Plain and simple.
we.
Gypsy, we're not playing this game, okay? You asked him to. That's why he did it. Okay? Plain and simple. We're not playing this game. I'm not going to spend all my night long listening to your lies anymore. You told me the truth on some things, but you left a lot of stuff out. You left a lot of stuff out. So we're not playing this game, okay? He's already told me everything. Everything.
We're both trying.
The knife was mailed. You guys mailed it here, okay? We know where the knife's at. So the gig's up. You're done. It's up. You're done. You're done. You hated your mom.
I did not hate my mom. I did not hate my mom. I
Yeah, you
loved my mom, and
You would have
needs-
never done this to your mom.
He needs to tell you that I honestly have been having horrible, and I didn't want to do it. And he said that he would commit suicide if we didn't.
Yeah.
Did he tell you that?
Yep. Yep.
I said that it was a bad thought that I was thinking, and yeah,
No.
I don't think that we should be doing this.
A lot of people think about stuff, but when you act, that's when you cross the line. And that's what you've done. You acted upon it, and he acted upon it. So, okay? We're done. You're obviously going to keep telling me lies.
I'm
so
not-
I'm going to
I'm not
talk to you about it.
I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Now you're going to be booked in for, later on down the line, you're going to be booked in for probably murder, okay? As long as, and with him as well, okay? All right?
I didn't murder my mom, sir.
Listen to me.
Sir,
Listen
I
to me.
didn't.
You did, because you're behind it. You pulled all the strings on it,
I
and
didn't.
you're behind it. I'm not, listen, Gypsy, I'm not going to sit and argue with you about it, okay?
All I wanted was him
So-
to come and get me.
No, that's not all you wanted. There's a lot more to this whole story that you're leaving out. I'm not going to play the sympathetic game. I'm not like that, okay? I can see right through it, okay?
Please, I'm not able to be in jail. I have a lot of medical
I
needs.
understand that, and they'll get taken care of, okay? So, sit tight.
I want a lawyer. Please, sir. Sir. I want a lawyer. Please, I need a lawyer.
Okay, have a seat.
I did not. Please, someone help. Help me. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. Oh, God. Please.
We'll be right with you, okay? We'll let you know what's going on.
You've come back, guys. Something else I need to tell you.
Okay, he actually stepped out right now. So if you just want to hold that, and when he comes back, we'll be able to, okay?
All right?
Everything okay?
Yes.
Right. You're on the floor there?
I'm just scared.
Okay. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna end up moving you from this room here, And for the night, we're gonna put you up in a spot up in the jail. But it'll be probably about another 5 minutes, and then I'll walk you up there, okay? So yeah, come on, put your boots on, stay comfortable for a couple minutes, and I'll get you up there.
Yes, sir.
All right, we are ready to head up. What we're gonna do is we're kind of be in the jail facility. We're gonna wait there for a while, and investigators will probably talk to you again in the morning. But at least this gives you an opportunity to probably get something to eat and get some regular sleep. Okay. So yeah, if you want to step out by policy, we're gonna have to put some handcuffs